Hey everybody, welcome to another episode of 60 Formula. Hope you are doing well today. Kiss that little pinky boy. Come on, you know you want to. He's like, get that pinky out of my face, Stinky. So if you guys were left confused yesterday, like what in the world was that crazy, weird, old-fashioned video you posted? It was based off of a show that we really like. If you guys have never seen the show Lost, they have this whole thing about the Dharma Initiative, and we basically were just making a whole parody of that entire show. So, if you didn't understand it, don't worry about it. It's okay. You probably haven't seen the show. Every once in a while, we like making a cool little weird episode like that. If you see something weird, just go ahead and be like, okay, 60, whatever you say. Can you speak? Good girl. That nose. Alright, so what are we talking about tonight? What are we getting into? It's Mixed Saturday. What is the story, Morning Glory? Well, today we're going to be talking about the most asked questions on my channel. All the questions that people regularly ask, what are they? What do people ask us all the time? We're going to be busting in to all of those questions. So hopefully, if you have one of these questions, it will be answered in tonight's episode. So, without further ado, come with us, will ya, on another episode of 60 Formula where we find out the answers to the questions that all of you regularly ask. Come on, let's go. But I'm gonna boop that little nose. Alright, let's quickly bust into the questions. Look at Gila, she's like, I don't want to waste no time today, Dado. I want to get into the good stuff, the milky, juicy questions that YouTube's got to ask. Let's get into the most common questions that we find on the 60 Formula channel. Look at Britney Spears. She's like, dude, are you okay? You're doing all these crazy accents and you're driving me up a wall. Question numero uno. Should Huskies be off leash? Now, I teach you guys on this channel how to teach your Siberian Husky to be an off-leash dog, but that doesn't mean every Siberian Husky should be an off-leash dog. Here's the dealio. If you have amazing communication with your pup, if your pup is old enough to know exactly how to recall, listen to every command you shoot their way, if you've worked with them for a very long time on all of these different things, then yes, it's completely possible that a Siberian Husky can be off leash and that you can go on hikes or do whatever you want with them without being attached to a lead. But if you're bringing home a Siberian Husky and you're thinking you're going to have them off leash in just 1 or 2 weeks, well, the answer is probably not. You should probably not have your Siberian Husky off leash if you haven't taught them a lot of communication skills. So first, go out, practice with your dog, train with them on how to listen to every word you say, and once you get there, then you can start practicing to see if they would be good off leash. Remember, each dog is an individual and should be considered as such. We shouldn't lump all dogs into one category, one breed, and say, hey, you know what? This is what this dog is good at. This is how you train this dog. Each dog is different. Remember that. You're gonna have to use different strategies and different techniques to train and teach your dog to do different things. When can you run your Husky puppy? I would say you can run your Siberian Husky puppy at about 4 months. Look at Britney Spears. He's like, I'm getting bored already of the questions. What do I feed my Husky puppy? I would go ahead and check out Taste of the Wild. However, when you first bring your Siberian Husky puppy home, I recommend that you keep up their diet that the breeder or the rescue has put them on. Over the next 2 weeks, slowly switch it out to whatever you would like. I recommend Taste of the Wild, Royal Canin, and anything that is basically grain-free. Can Huskies live in hot climates? Yes, Siberian Huskies can live in hot climates. You just have to make sure that they're in an air-conditioned place. As long as you control their climate indoors and make sure that they live indoors with the AC running at all times, it really doesn't matter what kind of climate you live in. Have your Siberian Huskies ever seen snow? No, they have not, but we plan on bringing them to the snow very, very soon, so stay tuned to that. How old are your Siberian Huskies? Britney Spears is going to be 2 on October 22nd, so he just turned 1, and Miss Queen Gila right here is going to be 2 on May 3rd. So her birthday is coming up here soon, and she's gonna be the terrible 2, baby. My Husky puppy is biting. What do I do? Well, Husky puppies are going to bite for a long time. The first thing they have to do is get used to their bite threshold. They have to make sure that how they bite is soft enough when they interact with you, but hard enough for when they are in defense mode. And then they're gonna lose all their pepperoni teethers, and they're going to have to teeth, which means they're gonna be biting even more up until about 6 or 7 months old. So the biting is gonna be sticking around for a while, especially if you have a Siberian Husky puppy. If you're dealing with behavior biting, if you're dealing with aggression, that brings us to my next question, which is, my Husky is growling at my children or my friends. What do I do? If you are having behavior problems with your Husky and they're growling and getting aggressive with your family members or your children, you're gonna have to take control of the situation and make sure that you're teaching your kids or your family members or guests that you are above the chain of command of your Husky. You can do this in a bunch of different ways that don't require physical force. All you have to do is make them do simple exercises like sit and paw. If they don't respect the people that are coming into your house, I would really recommend having that person bring in a treat and having that person command your dog to do all sorts of tricks. When someone has a treat in their hand, it is likely that your Husky will stop growling and listen to them. Huskies usually stop doing anything for food. If this isn't working, what you can do to gain power over your Husky is you can begin to feed them. So if you have someone in your house that the Huskies listen to, but they don't ever listen to you, one thing that you can do, tell the person that they regularly listen to take a break when it comes to feeding. Have your kids feed your Siberian Huskies every night. It will let your Husky know, hey, you got the food, you must be in charge. My Husky wakes up too early. What do I do? This is such an easy solution, and a lot of people have it. Look at Hila, she's like, I didn't get a treat. I'm gonna sulk down at my feet. If your Husky wakes up too early, go ahead and feed them later. Let's say you're feeding them at 8 p.m. Go ahead and feed them at 10 p.m. They'll definitely wake up much later. If they're waking up too late for you and you want them to wake up earlier, go ahead and do exactly the opposite. Feed them much earlier, like around 6 p.m., and they should go to sleep earlier and wake up early the next day. Do Siberian Huskies get along with other dog breeds and cats? The answer to that is yes. 99.99 with a bar over the 9% of Huskies are super duper friendly. Look, he's even falling asleep while we make this video. Siberian Huskies, if they grow up with kitty cats, they do really well with them. If they are a rescue Husky, I can't talk for the rescue, but if you bring a baby Huskaroni pizza home and you have them grow up with the kitty cat, they should be absolutely fantastic together. As for mixing them with other dog breeds, they usually do really well since they are pack dogs. And last but not least, the question of the night. When will you really do a face reveal? I promise my audience, I swear I will do a proper face reveal at 100,000 subscribers. So once I reach that milestone, once we hit that platform, I will show you an entire episode with my face. So go ahead, share this video as much as you can. Show your friends, show your mom, show your dogs, show your parakeet, and let them know that once we hit 100K, you're gonna be seeing this mug. All right, guys, we're gonna head out. We hope we answered your question. If you have an additional one, go ahead and leave it in the comments down below. We'll pay particular attention to this comment section and make sure we get every single one answered. If you guys had fun, don't forget to hit that like button, smash that subscribe, and hit the bell for all those good Husky tips and tricks. And guess what, guys? It's time to go to sleep, and we will see you next time for another episode of Guess What? Yep, you guessed it, whatever we make. Peace!